In the first part of the link lesson, we learned how to link to Google, which was a website on the internet, and we also learned how to open an email address. In addition, so this was the first one, we learned how to link to Google, and then this href mail to was to open up an email. We also learned that we could open up a new window while the person clicked on the link, so that they wouldn't leave our website, but they would open up an additional window and go to the site for the link that they had clicked. In this lesson, we're going to learn two additional types of links, and one is to link to another page on your own website, and also to link to a specific portion of a page. So if we wanted to link to another file that was located in this folder, we would have to know that it was located in this folder or if it was located in a subdirectory somewhere. To keep it simple, we're just going to keep everything out here at the root. This is called the root of this intro folder, and that way we won't have to worry about going deeper to a different level. So what I want to do now is I actually want to create a new document in Notepad, and to do that I want to right click on my Notepad icon down in the taskbar and click on Notepad. So let's just do a little refresher quickly. We're going to start with an HTML tag, which means we have to end with an HTML tag. And then the first section inside the HTML tag is the head, and we close the head. And I didn't close that properly because I need to put a forward slash on that closing head tag. Inside the head tag, we'll put a title tag and close the title tag. And remember what goes inside there? That's going to be the name of the file. So let's just call it lorem ipsum. And we'll have to put a body tag in. So everything in the head does not show on the page, and everything that's contained within the body tag, all elements, will display on the page. So we start a body tag and we close a body tag. Okay. So now I need to put some content, and let's just say we're going to do a P tag again with a closing P. And I actually have a few paragraphs here, so I'm going to hit enter a few times and paste some data that I had copied from a website, which if you just do a search for Greeking text or lorem ipsum, you should come up with this. Oops, let me just do a Control A to select all, and Control C to copy, and then Control V as in Victor to paste. So now each one of these is actually a paragraph. So what I'll do is I will end the P tag here and then start a new P tag. And then this is a little trick. You just copy that. So we end that paragraph and start a new one, and that paragraph and start a new one, and then end the final paragraph. Okay. So that should do it for our web page. Let's take a look and see how that goes. We'll save it. Okay, so this is the proper way to save the file. We're going to save it as an all file so that we can put the HTML tag on and it doesn't save as a TXT. So I'm going to call this lesson 3 lorem ipsum .htm, and then save it. And now let's come over here and take a look at that by double clicking on it. And here is my dummy site. Okay, we'll go back to my file, and what I want to do is I want to link to this page. So I want to copy the name of the page. So I will click once and then click again, and then select, make all this turn blue to select it all so that I can select it. Or you could have right-clicked and chosen rename. And you could have chosen rename. Okay. So we have that. I'm going to select everything and copy it and then click off of that. And then I want to go back to my original file and let's start a link. Remember what the link is? It's an anchor tag. So we're going to start with an open A, href. We're going to a regular page equals and then the double quotes and then close the A tag. And I want to take the contents of my clipboard and paste it in between the quotation marks. So that was lesson 3 loremipsum.htm. And that's all I need to do because the file that I'm working on, which is this file, and the file that I want to link to are in the same directory. So now if I saved it and took a look at it, here, and refresh, there's nothing here. Remember why there's nothing here? Because we didn't give it any words to link to. So if I click over here, let's do, it's all Greek to me, and then save it, come back here and hit F5, and there you go. So now when I click on this page gets replaced with the lorem ipsum text. Okay. So probably I'd like to go to the lorem ipsum page and put a link back to this page. So let's do it one more time. I'm going to click once, click again, select the entire name of the file, make it all turn blue, right click, choose copy, and then I want to go to my lorem ipsum page. And at the top of the lorem ipsum page in the body, I want to start a new paragraph with an opening p tag and then close the p tag. And in between both of those p tags, I want to type in go back. Okay. So those are the words that I need to click on, but I need to put the link. So remember that's an A tag. We're going to nest them properly. So we'll start the A tag before the go, and then we will end the A tag after back. But that's not good enough, right? And remember what the property is to make the anchor tag go somewhere? Yep, it's href equals and quotes, 2 quotes, and then I want to paste in the name of the document and then save that. So now when I hit F5, there's a link there, and I click on it, it goes back, and when I click it's all Greek to me, it goes back and forth. Okay. So for now, I want to click on this page, but I specifically want to go to a specific point in this page. Now I want to make this a little bit smaller so that it makes more sense to you. And let me close that. Okay. So let's just say my window's really, really small, and I need to get towards the bottom of the page here where it says the standard chunk. Okay? So in order to do that, I'm going to go back to the standard chunk. Now this is going to I have to make a modification on both pages. I want to put a link on this page, and then I want to put an anchor tag, another anchor tag here where it says the standard chunk. So let's do a title tag, a header tag again. So I need to nest properly, so I want to separate this ending p tag from this beginning p tag, and I want to do an h1. So h1 opening and h1 closing, and in between those two I want to put chunk and save that. But that's not good enough. I really need to mark this as chunk or something so that I know a specific spot in this document that I need to get to. So as I mentioned earlier, this is an A tag, so we'll start an A tag, and actually we can end it anywhere because we're not putting the link on the word, we're just naming this spot so we can get right to it. So in order to do that, sorry about that, I need to name this. So a name equals, and then whatever I want to call it. So I will call it chunk spot. Okay, I can give it any name I want, and this is the spot that's called chunk that I want to go to, so I named it chunk spot, and then save that. So when I go to this page, the Lorem Ipsum page, let's get back to that, and hit F5 to refresh, you can see chunk, but you can't see chunk spot because it's not appearing on the page. You're just saying this is an anchor point, and we're calling it something, but it doesn't have a link here to link into. So that's good for there. The next thing I need to do is go to this page and put a link on it so that I can go specifically to that spot. Okay. So now I have to go to this page, and towards the end, near the closing body tag, I'm going to do another link. And for this link, I'm going to do give me a chunk, and then I need to tell it where that chunk spot is. So remember, with the anchor tags, we have to give it an href equals, and this time we're going to call the name of the page, which is Lorem Ipsum, less than 3 here, so we have to grab the name of the page, and we'll put it in here, which was exactly the link above it. I could have just copied that. But we need something a little bit more than that. Not only do we need to tell it to go to that page, but we also need to give it the name of the anchor that we told it to go to. So right after that, we're going to, no spaces, we're going to put a pound sign, and then we need to go back to find whatever it was that we called it chunk spot. So let's just select this so that we get it exactly the way we did it with the lowercase and uppercase, and there we have it. So let's try that. I hit save or Control S, then I need to go back to my Chrome, and I need to hit F5 so that I can see that new text. Now notice I didn't put it in a paragraph here, so it just followed it along in the same line. If I wanted to put it on a different line, I would have to put a P tag here or some other block level tag. So I'm going to start my P tag here, and I'm going to end my P tag here. And then save that. Come back to my Stacy page and hit reload, and there it goes on another page. So now I want to click on this link, give me a chunk, and boom, it took it right to this page at the bottom, as opposed to the link on the top. Let me just close out of it because it did open it up again. I'm going to go back. This link says it's all Greek to me, takes me to the top of the page. But if I want to go to the bottom of the page where the chunk is, I'm going to click on give me a chunk, and it takes me to that specific section. Okay, so that was a lot to cover in one lesson. Just to refresh your memory, we did do, in this lesson, we clicked on a link that took us to a different page, which goes to the top of the page, which is just the Lorem Ipsum page. And then in this link, we said not only do we want to go to the Lorem Ipsum page, but we want to put a pound symbol and the name that we gave the anchor on that page, that specific spot. And to see what the name of the, or how we named the anchor, we'll go to the Lorem Ipsum code page. And all we did was we started and opened an A tag with nothing in between, and we just gave it a name, and we called it chunk spot. And then when we called it in the link, we also called that specific spot.